Well, here's the sequel, Avatar The Way of the Water, and it's been 13 years. Put in the comments how old you were when you saw the first Avatar back in 2009. Anywho, here we are back again and on Pandora with the main character Jake Sully, who has a family now, so this time around he's all about being a father. Things are going pleasantly well for him and his family, that is until the Sky People return. I think a lot of people, including myself, and I may be wrong, but I think a lot of us were or are thinking, why should I go see this movie? The trailer to some degree doesn't look all that enticing, and it's been so long since I've seen the first film. I'll just wait until it comes out on streaming. I would disagree with that. James has set us up here because this is a movie that you have to see on the big screen. It's just not going to deliver the same results at home that you would get at the theater on the big screen. That's just the way it is, people. The story and the dialogue are just okay. Even the characters are just okay. None of them stand out in any way and just plays a typical character type. The villain is rather simple but still serves the purpose. That's not to say the story is bad, because it's not. It's just unoriginal and simple as all, but that's not a bad thing. However, the spectacle is where it's at. From a technological standpoint, I have to say, well done. Well done indeed. The visuals are one of the strong points here for me, and it shows. There are moments where you forget you're even watching CGI. I freaking thought it was raining in the theater at one point. I swear to Bob, I'm not making this up. To see this on the small screen does not do any justice. When the movie starts off, you're in the forest and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. Hey, I remember that too. And that too. Okay, James, what did I pay you 20 bucks for a ticket for? What's new and exciting about this? What did you bring me here for? I've seen all this stuff in the first film. And then you go to the water area and you're like, oh wow, wait just a minute. You feel you're on vacation at some summer retreat. I mean, the detail when they go underwater is something else. I mean, seriously, Disney's live action Little Mermaids got some competition. They even doubled the frame rate here. I was a little worried about that going in because I've seen a movie in high frame rate and I didn't like it, not one bit, but this actually works, and I think that's because it's in CGI. I did like how James Cameron introduced some new ideas and concepts here in the movie, particularly with his characters, but I don't want to mention any of that to you guys as I feel it would spoil it for you. Okay, let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Yes, it's true. The movie is over 3 hours long, and I agree that that is long. However, he does a decent job with the pacing of the film. Everything that he shows seems to be needed except for one scene that I would have James take out, and that would be the scene between the boy and the well. It came off very Disney-y, if you know what I mean. Now, I was a bit bummed that Neytiri was sort of sidelined here as she had a much bigger role in the first film, but I get it, as this was more focused on Jake being a father and also focusing on his kids, who I really liked, by the way. His children, believe it or not, play a big part in this film, and it's done in a way where we are going to see much more of them in the sequels. With that said, I really like the sense of family and staying together displayed in the movie, which was at the core here, and I think that resonates with everyone or most audiences. And using Roger Ebert's 4-star rating system here, I would give this film 3 out of 4 stars. One of the things that I find weird is that the people who are saying they didn't like the first film are loving this film. I say that because I think if you didn't like the first film, then you're not going to like the sequel. And those who enjoyed the first, I think are going to enjoy this one. By the way, folks, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach my goal of 500 subs by the end of this year. It would mean the world to me, seriously. No, seriously, it would. So please like and subscribe. Also, it amazes me how the first Avatar became the biggest movie in the world of all time, yet somehow left barely any trace on pop culture. We'll see if this sequel changes that. I'm just saying.